The night was thick with an eerie silence, broken only by the faint rustling of leaves outside Emily's bedroom window. She had always been a light sleeper, but tonight, an unsettling feeling prickled her skin, making her sit up abruptly. Her bedroom was dark, save for the pale glow of the moon spilling through the blinds. Somewhere outside, perhaps in the shadows beyond her yard, something was wrong. She knew it intuitively, but couldn't quite put her finger on why. Just as she settled deeper into her bed, a faint noise, like a scraping, dragging sound, echoed from the woods behind her house. Her breath hitched. She tried to dismiss it as a dog or the wind, but deep inside, she felt a cold, trembling certainty that she was being watched. Suddenly, from the corner of her eye, she saw a dark figure move in the shadows. It was low to the ground, with elongated limbs that looked unnaturally bent. Its skin was pallid and mottled, almost gray, like a corpse that had been dragged from its grave. The face was featureless, save for sunken, hollow eyes that gleamed with a malevolent intelligence. It moved with a strange, lurching gait, silent but unmistakably deliberate. Emily's heart pounded as her instincts screamed at her to scream and run, but her body refused to obey. The creature, she couldn't bring herself to call it a person, leaned closer to her window, its bony fingers scraping against the glass. It was as if it was peering into her very soul, studying her, waiting for her to notice. Panic flooded her mind. She pulled the blanket over her head, trembling so badly she could hear her teeth chattering. Her breathing was ragged, and her ears strained for any sound that might reveal the creature's next move. Then, she saw it again, a brief flicker of movement just beyond the window. Its shadow stretched long and distorted across the yard. The creature's eyes, those horrible, hollow voids, seemed to fixate on her, and a cold shiver ran down her spine. It wasn't just looking, it was hunting. Emily remembered her younger brother, Tommy, telling her stories of the Rake, an urban legend about a humanoid beast with sharp claws, glowing eyes, and a predatory nature. She had always dismissed the stories as nonsense, just children's fears. But now, she knew better. This was no story. The creature's nails click-clacked against the glass as it clawed at the windowpane from outside. Emily wanted to scream, to run, to do anything, yet her body was frozen. Her mind raced, desperate for a plan. If she could escape, she might hide, or call for help somehow. But how? In a flash, the creature disappeared back into the darkness, leaving only the faint scraping sounds lingering, blanketing her in dread. Emily waited, hardly daring to breathe, her hands clutching her pillow tightly. Minutes passed like hours, and at last, the sounds faded into silence. She hesitated, then slowly lifted the blanket and peered out the window. The yard was empty, the shadows normal once more, but the lingering sense of malevolence remained. Her clothes were strewn along the ground in the wind, and her heart was pounding so loudly she thought it might burst. The next morning, Emily awoke with a terrible headache and a lingering sense of unease. She told her parents, though they dismissed her storytelling as a nightmare, a product of too much TV. But Emily knew what she had seen was real. That creature, or something like it, was still out there, lurking just beyond hearing, watching her in the darkness. Over the next few nights, everything changed. She found strange, clawed marks on her windowsill. Her door handle sometimes rattled when no one was near. And one night, she awoke to the unmistakable sound of something scraping against her bedroom wall, as if something was trying to get in. The fear grew so thick that she stopped sleeping altogether. She stayed awake, clutching a baseball bat and whispering desperate prayers. Her parents noticed her pale face and haunted eyes, but she couldn't bring herself to tell them the full truth. Who would believe her? Then, one bloody, moonless night, she saw it again. From her window, she watched the creature crawl from the shadows, stalking the yard like a predator hunting its prey. Its eyes caught the faint moonlight, glowing like embers in the dark. It advanced with a silent, predatory grace, claws clicking softly on the grass. This time, Emily knew she couldn't wait. She grabbed the emergency phone and dialed 911, her trembling fingers fumbling. When the operator answered, she managed to whisper, "There's something outside. I think it's the Rake." When the authorities arrived, the creature was gone, swallowed into the darkness. They searched the yard, but found no sign of it, no footprints, no claws in the dirt, only an unsettling silence. After that night, Emily moved away, her sense of safety shattered beyond repair. But sometimes, late at night, she wakes up in a cold sweat, hearing that faint, scratching sound at her window. Her heart pounds harder than ever, and she wonders, was it just a nightmare? Or is the creature still out there, waiting, lurking in the shadows, ready to hunt again? She knows, deep down, it's real. And she's not the only one. Somewhere out there, the Rake still prowls, hungry, silent, and unseen.